What's up, YouTube land? Xeno Gaming here, and welcome to my first leg race of 2021 here for Season 2 of FRL. Here today, we're at the Chinese Grand Prix. If you're wondering why we're starting at China, so 2 weeks ago, the first race was in Australia, which we started, and then everyone dropped out. It was a bit of a server issue with the game that particular night, so we didn't finish that race. That race got abandoned. And then also I missed last week's race in Bahrain, which was the actual season opener. I believe Australia has been rescheduled, but yeah, just a bit of a shame. Australia had to be canned for the time being. So for me, China is my season opener. We had a season opener last week in Bahrain, but this is my first race in FRL Season 2, and we're hoping to make it a good one here today. And now, here we are. This is my first lap here in qualifying, and this is actually my best lap from qualifying, so that's why this one is being shown in full and this is not my best lap at all. Not the best qualifying here to start the season in China, but as we come into turn 9 and 10, the double left, missed the first apex, go back to the second one, and now we're going to come into the run to turn 11, 12 and 13, and this is the most important corner on the track. These sequence of turns, because you come to a longer straight, want to get on the power as soon as possible, and did a decent job there as we now open the DRS down the main straight. Traffic gets out of the way nicely for us there, as we now looking for the 100-meter board, braking into the hairpin here, using all the track we can, back down the second gear in the apex nicely, short shifting into third, up to fourth, and then into the last one. This is probably the best corner on the track in my opinion. Throw the car in, hope it sticks. It does this time around, and we come across the line, and it's not the most amazing lap. It's a 1 minute 30.6 as we now come here. This is my second running queue in qualifying. You can see how much brighter the sky is compared to our first run, but I make a mistake on the last corner there. We were only just improving, it wasn't a massive improvement, but despite what the sectors tell you, it wasn't a massive improvement on the lap time, and yeah, we make a hash of the last corner there, as now we come here into our final run, which actually this is our best lap of the session, but as we come here into the final corner, we've got one corner to go. We're probably going to be very close for pole, but we go wide, we extend the track there, and we get the lap deleted, and unfortunately that would have put us on the front row. That time was good enough for second place. So now we're going to have to start from 7th on the grid, and not the best qualifying position for us today, especially when our delayed time was second, and I did lose time by going wide and missing the apex at the last corner. A little bit unfortunate, and it's put us back onto the 4th row of the grid, which is very frustrating, because now the opening stint is going to be compromised. If we had to start it towards on that front row, it would have been a lot easier to make some overtakes, but and have a bit of a cleaner run, not make some overtakes, have a clean run at the front. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Anyway, race strategy, going to go simple, soft to hard, going to hope to pit on lap number 5 and get a bit of an undercut on the guys ahead. We'll see how that goes, and what lap they pit, maybe even lap 4 could be an option, as now we're getting ready now for the end of the formation lap and the start of the Chinese Grand Prix for Season 2 of FRL. So,
be patient and watch for the lights.
Thank you, Jeff, as the tension now is rising as the final grid cars slot up on the grid for round 2 of FRL Season 2 here at the Chinese Grand Prix. Also, we are driving for Red Bull this year, if you hadn't noticed. But anyway, the lights come on here for the Chinese Grand Prix at Shanghai International Circuit, and it is go here in China, and we make a decent start here. We go past the Mercedes straight away, who starts on the mediums, and then we're going to look around the outside of our teammate here for today, and that's our other teammate, Crazy Kiwi, could not race today, and we're going to try and go around the outside of our teammate here, and we're not able to go the long way around, so we have to slot him behind and see what we can do coming down into turn 6 for the first time. And he's going down the inside, maybe trying to look down the inside of Toby, But we're going to go around the outside of Dick here, and we're going to get the move done. Going there, accidentally double shifting to 8th. But anyway, able to move up into 5th, so gain 2 spots straight away, and it's a decent start to the half a lap here in China, and we almost lost the car out of turn 10. It's a very tricky traction zone, as now we'll not get a great run through 11 and 12, but it's not going to cost us a position down the straight here. And we'll see what we can do now compared to the guys ahead. I know my pace is pretty good, considering I should have probably qualified on the front row, but unfortunately I wasn't able to pull that off. So we'll see what the pace is like compared to the guys ahead here, as now we go into the last corner for the first time. That's the first lap here in China, and 5th place here so far. Now we're going to follow in Toby here in the Alpha Tower, and we'll see what we can do here into turn 1. Not much doing, and we'll see if we can set something up here for turn 6. And we get a decent little run. He's a little bit sliding a little bit on the rear. We're going to open the overtake button here. We've got a good run here on Toby, and now we're going to have a look down the inside here into turn 6. It's a late move, and we just about get down the inside. A little bit of contact there, and we'll get that move done on Toby. And now coming into lap number 4, we are behind Rhino here, and this is the closest we've been to Rhino so far, and we actually almost ran into the back of him there, looking the outside front tyre. And now lap 5, I'm going to come into a pits. Raz goes around, Henry goes around, but Rhino comes into the pits with me, and that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to have a clean track, but unfortunately Rhino has decided to box, and we're just going to follow him in here and put on the hard tyres to go to the end of the Grand Prix. These soft tyres don't last very long around here in China, and Rhino actually puts on the medium tyres, so I knew that as soon as I saw that, I knew he was on a 2-stop strategy, so that actually brought a smile to my face seeing that. And now we're going to have to I'm not sure what's happened to Baraka. He's in 20th here. Maybe he lost the front wing on the opening lap of this Grand Prix, so not sure how that happened. But we got past Henry, and there's Raz, who was in the lead before the stops, and you see the undercuts work, because we were about 2 seconds behind him, and now we're right behind his gearbox, and Rhino's gotten ahead, and Henry has fallen behind us, and he was in second. So you can see how the undercut has worked a treat here. And now we're here on lap 7. Raz hasn't got a great run through turn 13, and now we're going to have a huge opportunity with open, and he's swerving all over the place. He's got no grip currently on his out lap, and we get past him here, but then the VSC comes out, and he goes back past me. I let off the throttle to respect the Delta, and he regains position. So good job there, Codemasters, really figuring that one out. I passed him just as the VSC deployed. I did briefly go ahead of him, but that's unfortunate the way it works now. Look at this. The VSC is already ending straight away, and we're going to try and time this here to be able to get ahead. And into turn 1, we got the DRS straight away from it, and now we're looking, but there's just not going to be able to get 2 cars through there. So wise just to back out of that and follow him through now here on lap number 8. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate that the game did that, but you know, it is what it is. Moving to lap 9 here, Force India in the way, and we're now, a Racing Point in the way. I've never been able to get over that, and we go down the inside. We don't hit him here, but we go very wide. Got my braking a little bit wrong, and Henry's able to go through as well. So we're going to move to lap 14 now, and we've got Rhino and Raz battling for first and second. We've got Shieldman, who's just come out here. I think he started the race on medium tyres. Come out on a fresh set of hards. He's right behind me. We've got Rhino and Raz fighting for first here, and I was about 2 seconds behind Raz while he was chasing down Rhino, who overtook Rhino. So I started to pick up my pace. I was just trying to nurse my tyres in the beginning of the stint to protect them for as long as I could before, to have a better life at the end of the race. But now, here, 10 laps into this stint, it's time to push. Raz has got ahead, but Rhino hasn't given this up yet. He's been able to stay in Raz's DRS and hasn't let Raz get away. And here Rhino goes down the inside into turn 1. Is he going to be able to make the move sticky side by side with Raz? And he gets past. So Rhino moves into the lead. They're still side by side, but Rhino's got the inside line here for turn 2. And now he takes the position going into turn 3. So Rhino retakes the lead here, but he's going to have to make a stop soon because those medium tyres can't go too much longer. And we're now directly behind Raz. Here comes Rhino now into the pits, and we're right behind Raz. And now this is a very important lap, because I know this is the lap that I need to put in a good lap to make a move on Raz here into possibly. And we're here on now coming to the DRS zone, and when I get the DRS, I'm going to use all my overtake. We're gaining a lot here as we now open the DRS. We've really got a lot of momentum. We've come from a long way back, and we're going to go down the inside. We're going to have to outbrake him here. We do outbrake him, and we're now side by side at the apex of the corner, and he gets a better exit than me here, and he's going to sweep across the line and retake first place there. And now we're going to use our overtake again, DRS again. We're going to get another good run here, and now we've got a really good run. We're surely going to make the move this time into turn 1. We pull alongside and clear him into the braking zone of turn 1, but we go a bit deeper here, and he's going to be able to stick the nose down the inside. He's right there. We give him space here. Now we come into turn 3. We're very tight. We're going to go wide. There's a bit of contact there. Not much I could do about that. But we're able to take away the lead of this Grand Prix with 10 laps remaining now. And we've got Raz behind. We've got Childerbound in third. Childerbound's the one I'm worried about, because he's got about 10 lap younger tyres than me and Raz. But with Childerbound, he's got a 3-second time penalty where me or Raz don't. Henry's sitting in 4th. He pitted on lap 6, same lap as Raz, and he's also got a 3-second time penalty. But yeah, the goal now in these last 9 laps is just to build the gap as much as we can here and see what we can do and try and win this Grand Prix. No mistakes. We've only got one warning for corner cutting or track extending, which is at the last corner. But now we're going to move here to lap 22 and see Childerbound. He's gotten ahead of Raz now, and he's right on the back of me. He came, as soon as he passed Raz, he was straight on my rear wing, and now you can see he's got a lot more grip than me. He carried so much more speed through turn 13, and now he's got a really good chance. We're going to defend to the inside here, and he's going to go to the outside, and we're going to go very deep here into turn 13, actually 14, sorry, not 13, and we're able to defend there and cut him off going into the final corner. So we just managed to keep hold of first place. And I know he's got 3 seconds, so I'm just going to hold him up as long as I can. He's going to go to the outside here. We're going to defend the inside, but this time Childerbound, he has enough overspeed to sweep around the outside into turn 1. It's a good move from him. And we're going to try and stick in his DRS. We're going to do everything we can, stick with him this lap, and stick with his DRS, try to repass him. I needed to hold him up as long as possible, because all I have to do is stay within 3 seconds of him, and we will win this Grand Prix. We've managed to stay in his DRS here, and now we open it. We're gaining, so we've kept in the DRS. We've done our job here on lap 23, as we now close right up in the braking zone. And now we're not going to be able to make a move into turn 1. We're too far back, but at least we're in the DRS. We're holding on just about here as we come across the line to start lap 24, and we're still just putting a slight gap on Reza, it looks like. So lap 25 now, and you can see Childerbound's got a little bit of a bigger gap. He's starting to really stretch his legs here, and we're dangerously close to falling out of that DRS range, and this is where he has a good advantage as well over us. But you can see here, there's a little wobble on the rear, there's a big wobble on the rear, and this is now a huge incentive for us, as we're going to close right up to Childerbound, and we're going to be right in his DRS now, and that's a costly mistake from him, and this could really give us the chance to get back ahead and give us the lead of the Grand Prix once again, and really hurt Childerbound's chances of pulling out that 3 second gap as we open the DRS here. But we quite aren't. He's going to defend to the inside. We're going to go to the outside, and we're going to have to try and outbrake him, but brake a little bit early, trying to get switched back here and get a better exit here. And we managed to do that, but he's got more grip. You can see him pulling away, but we managed to keep him on the inside for the last corner. It gives him a more acute angle, and we're going to get a much better exit here, and we're going to open the DRS, use our overtake, and we're going to pull into the lead before turn 1 and sweep around the outside like he did to us and take the lead of the Grand Prix here with 3 laps to go. And that probably guarantees that Schilderman can't win this Grand Prix, so I believe this Grand Prix is now between me and Raz here on lap 27. Schilderman's going to go back past me with the DRS. I'm happy to just let him go here, and I know he can't win this Grand Prix now. Our tyres are pretty much dead, but you know, we're still managing to get them around to the end. This is the quickest strategy around China, and we've now got 1 lap to go here, and we've got Raz right behind us. He's kind of come back on as me and Schilderman have been battling a little bit over the last 3 laps, and he's been able to keep in the DRS, which is very important around this track. And we'll now just try and follow around Schilderman and hopefully make no mistakes here on this last lap and hold on to Raz. I've only still got that 1 warning for exceeding track limits or corner cutting, so we don't have to worry about that today, of getting a penalty, a silly penalty for track extension, and adding 3 seconds. We should be good. And yeah, you can see how much more grip Schilderman's now got on tyres that are much younger. But these halves, they do last. They're quite a durable tyre, and they do last quite a while, as we're now coming into the last DRS zone. And I was thinking about it for a second, but then as soon as I saw Schilderman pull his exit here, there was no chance I was going to make an overtake into the hairpin here. So we're going to use all the overtake anyway. There's no point saving it, just to make sure Raz doesn't have a chance at getting past us. And I actually left it on here, which could have been dangerous, but turned it off there. But now we know we got the job done. Raz is still behind us, and we've got 1 more corner. We're going to go very cautious through the last corner, as we're going to come across the line to win the Chinese Grand Prix. Unfortunately, couldn't win it on track. Didn't have enough grip to do that, but we're going to do it according to the time. So it's a good performance to get our first win of the season in our first race, and hopefully this is a good start to the season that can hopefully kick off a potential chance for a championship campaign. Baraka had a very poor race today. He still managed to finish 5th, but after being last on the opening lap. So good job by him. I believe he did 2-stop it with the one at the start, and then one towards the end of the race as well. So good race by him to finish 5th, and he's going to be our main rival this year for the championship, as we take the win here in China. And it's a good result for us. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and until the next video, I'll see you then. It will probably be a career mode video, but until then, goodbye.